Hello again, beautiful people. My name is Courtney Matthews. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I like to do videos on lifestyle and finance, and today is the finance part. So today, as you read by the title, we're going to talk about the 5 best personal finance apps. These apps will help make your life so much easier, from saving to budgeting, even to investing. Yes, investing. So we're gonna jump right into them. Let's get into I hate when people do that. I really hate when people do that, but I just did it. It must be a YouTube thing. I don't know. But anyway, without further ado, let's just get right into the video, okay? Oh, before we get into the video, make sure you have subscribe below and turn on the notification bell, just so that you will not miss an upload, okay, girl? Oh, and you can comment and stuff. Comment your favorite apps that you like to use, okay? So, all right, let's get into the video. I still did it. Anyway. All right, so let's get into the 5 best apps of 2020 for personal finance, okay? All right, number 1 is, oh, and these are in no particular order, so there's that. All right, so number 1 is Pocket Guard. Pocket Guard. Pocket Guard is a free app that gives users a snapshot of how much is available to spend. I kind of like this app because it's not really a budgeting app, even though it can be used that way. But I would say this is for the more experienced budgeter, if that's the word. You kind of got a hold of your fixed expenses, and you kind of know what's coming in and coming out. What you want to know is, how much money do I have left to spend? How much money is left over at the end of the day, at the end of the week, or after I get paid? How much money is left over? Okay. So like I said, after accounting for bills, for spending, and for saving, and your goal contributions, this app will let you know what is left. And you want to know that there's something left, right? So I would say this is more for maybe a seasoned budgeter that knows that there is some extra money, but not really sure how much there is to play with. So the whole thing is, I mean, it's called Pocket Guard, so the whole thing is what's left in my pocket. You can go further and track certain categories, like your grocery category or your gas category. And I think that's another thing that I like about it, is that you can separate it into categories, which when I first started budgeting, that's how I learned how to budget, is that every category had its own budget. And we can talk more about that later. So that was number 1, Pocket Guard. Number 2 is Every Dollar. Every Dollar. Now, unless you're completely new to the budgeting and the finance world, you've pretty much heard of Dave Ramsey, and you probably have heard of the Every Dollar app. This app is endorsed and created by the Dave Ramsey brand. And it is a free app. They have a free version. There is a premium version as well, but the free version will get you going, okay? So this particular app is a budgeting app, and it's based on a zero-based budget. So it's starting from scratch, from zero, right? So you can connect your bank accounts, which is a good thing, especially if you're a swiper like myself, okay? But what's different about this app is that not only can you like manage your money through it, you can also have access to financial advisors right through the app. And I thought that was pretty cool. This app also has a mobile version and a desktop version, so you can kind of do both at the same time. I think that's really good to also have a desktop where you can see it out, see a bigger picture, and you can print out anything that you need to print out. That's always a good thing. So there's a built-in budget tracker, and you can access the budget through, like I said, app or desktop. But you can also split your expenses between multiple budget accounts. So I think that this is good, especially if you have, especially like you get paid bi-weekly, you get paid monthly, or maybe you have like bonus checks, or maybe you have like child support, or maybe you just pay half your rent on the first, or half your rent on the first, and or half your rent on the 15th, and then the other half maybe on the 1st or something like that. So then you can actually split them up, and it's not just, you know, one cost. You can literally customize this budget however you want to. But with that being said, it could be over complex or overwhelming for like the new budgeter. I totally just made that a word. I don't know if that's a word. Somebody look it up. Budgeter is a word now. You heard it here first, budgeter. So for the new budgeter, this could be overwhelming. You can literally break down every single category, even to like hair and nails and wellness and stuff like that. Now, I would say kind of, if it works for you, it works for you, okay? I know when I did it, I got a little bit overwhelmed. I think because I had kind of got past that phase of budgeting for every single dollar. But that is the point of it, is to get you used to budgeting for every single dollar, which is why it's called Every Dollar. So that was number 2, the Every Dollar app. All right, let's get into number 3. Number 3 is Spendee, S-P-E-N-D-E-E. And y'all know the drill. If you hear something in the background, that is my dog, Breeze. He's over there in his crate. Breeze, stop. Stop. Just ignore him, okay? Alright, so Spendee. I like this app because it is a little different from the personal finance. It's still a personal finance app, but it's not for individual finances. So this particular app will allow you to merge your budgets or share your budgets with other people. So family members, maybe your spouse, maybe your kids, maybe there's a group trip happening and everybody is saving for the group trip, something like that. So I like that it allows you to share your wallets with friends and family. All right, so same thing with most of them. You can import your bank transactions, but with this app, not only can you import the transactions, it will categorize them for you. So you don't have to go through the trouble of categorizing every single thing if it will recognize a gas and fuel purchase, so to speak. Whereas some of the other apps, like Every Dollar, you have to literally categorize every single thing that you spend your money on. So this will actually help you save time and take kind of some of the headache off of categorizing each thing that you spend money on. All right, so this app will tally your spending at the end of whenever. Really it's just a snapshot. Whenever you need a tally or, you know, a total of your spending, you can go ahead and get that from this app. Another thing that I like about this is that you can manually add cash expenses, because we know that everything is not paid for with your card. Maybe you had to pay something with cash. Well, you can go in and add those cash expenses so it can be included in your final totals, okay? So I think I like this the most because, like I said, I learned how to budget doing like the cash envelope thing, where you kind of categorize every single thing that you spend money on for that week, for that 2 weeks, for that month, whatever it is. And you have a budget for each category. Well, with Spendee, that's basically how it works. Each category has a budget. And so I think that this is great because it allows you to see what you're spending on each category. But not only that, what's left over in each category each month or each pay period, okay? So this app also has a bill tracker, and not just a regular bill tracker. This app actually reminds you when your bills are due. How cool is that? So you go in there and set up all the due dates for all of your bills, and it will remind you when the bills are due. And that's good because not only will it remind you, You also have the snapshot of your spending in each category, and if there's extra in any category and there's a bill that caught you off guard, you can put all the extra money together and pay that bill. I think that that is really cool. So this is really ideal for if you're saving with a group, maybe for a vacation, maybe for a wedding, or maybe you just want to have like a shared tool to use with your spouse or your parents or something like that. So I think that this is a really cool app to have in that regard. So number 3 was Spendy. All right, number 4. Number 4 is Acorns, and I'm sure, I hope that you have heard of Acorns. Every time I do a video like this, like listing apps for like finance or like investing, Acorns is probably gonna make the list because it is super duper easy to start your investment portfolio. All right, so Acorns, it is an investment app that it lets people automatically invest their spare change from their transactions. So how it works is you do link a card. It doesn't have to be every card. You can just link one card, and it rounds up your transaction. So if you go to a coffee shop and buy a coffee and it's $4.75, it will round up the purchase to $5 and put that 25 cents into an investment portfolio of your choice, and thus creating your investment portfolio. Now this app is not free. It does have a small charge. It's from $1 to $5. The only drawback to this having a fee is that because there is no minimum, you can have a small amount in your account and still get charged $1. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think that's a lot of money, but it could be a drawback to some people. So that is just something to be aware of. But I like this app because it does kind of merge the idea of having like the robo investor algorithm, but it also has the savings aspect of it as well. So not only are you saving, but you're putting it directly into an investment portfolio of your choice. So I think that this is great, especially for college students, and there is like a college discount, I believe, just to start getting your feet wet with investing. Oh, and another thing, like I said, there's no account minimum, and also you can get cash back at some retailers. So if you're using this card that is linked to Acorns, there is a possibility that you can get cash back at some retailers. So that's another perk that you would have. And also for the investment portfolio, you choose the investment account of your choice. Okay, it's not just they choose it for you, you choose it. So I think that that is a really cool. So that was number 4, Acorns. All right, so number 5 is Personal Capital. Is the name of the app, Personal Capital, and it is free. There is a free version of this. So this is probably the newest one. I've never reviewed this one before, so I'm excited to dive into this and maybe like do a real live review on it. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should use it for 30 days and come back and see how I like it. But I think this app is really cool. This is another investment type of app. So it's an investment management service. But what's cool about this is it's similar to the robo-advising algorithm, you know, thing. Almost like, you know, the Acorns and some of those other ones, but it's combined with access to human financial advisors. So almost like that same aspect for the budgeting app Every Dollar, but for investing. Okay, so I think that that is a really cool feature to have, because a lot of us are kind of getting into investing, kind of new to kind of watching our 401ks and our IRAs. So I think that that is good. Like most of them, you can connect your bank accounts, as well as, this is what makes a difference. Not only can you connect your bank accounts, but you can connect your credit cards, your IRAs, your 401ks, your mortgages, and other loans. What? So you can track everything at once, and I think that's why I like it so much, because I'm at an age where I'm really invested into contributing to my 401k, setting up IRAs, and getting into stocks and things like that. So I would love to have a place where I can watch everything at once, right? So I think I really am gonna try this one out and review it for you guys. All right, so this provides a Snapchat of recent or current transactions by category. There's that word again, category. I just believe that it just helps so much to categorize your spending and your expenses, okay? So, but it will categorize them for you, but you can customize each category, and then you can see a percentage of your total monthly spending. So if I categorize gas, I can see a percentage of how much gas contributes to my total monthly spending. How much am I spending towards gas compared to my whole entire month of spending? So I think that is good data to have, so you can know maybe I'm spending a little bit too much on food going out, okay? And the last thing that I love about this app, it has a net worth tracker. What? A net worth tracker. So at any given point, I can go in there and see what my net worth is. Who you know? Who you know? An app, a free app? Come on. And it also has a portfolio breakdown. Excuse me. So you can go in and see how your investment portfolio is breaking down without even, you know, setting up a consultation with your financial advisor and, you know, all the things. So this app is really, really cool. I think I will be trying it out for you guys. It is called Personal Capital, and to my knowledge there is a app and a desktop version when I was looking at it, but I did not actually go into the desktop version to actually try it out. So maybe you guys can try it out with me and we can come back and review it all together, okay? So that is it for my list of the top 5 personal finance apps. But I do want to leave you with a few tips, okay? When you're choosing these apps, feel free to have more than one. It is perfectly okay to have more than one. I think it's actually better to have more than one. So then you're checking your spending, you know, across the board. Maybe one app didn't catch something, or maybe you forgot to input a cash expense, you know? So feel free to have more than one. And also, choose something that works for you based on your lifestyle, based on your needs, the features that it offers. Does it work for you? Will it work for you, what you're trying to do in the long term? So definitely take those things into account when you're choosing the best budgeting or investing app for you, okay? And the last tip, don't overwhelm yourself. If there's an app that is just too complicated for you, it's okay. It's okay. Every budget does not have to be overly complex for you to get the results that you need. So remember that it's okay. If that particular budget doesn't work for you, there's thousands more to choose from, okay? So just keep that in mind. And I always say, be patient with yourself, okay? If you are just starting on this budgeting journey and keeping track of your money a little bit closer, be patient with yourself. Figure out what works for you. I mean, you don't go to the gym and lift one weight and all of a sudden get muscles. It doesn't work like that. So you have to actually practice budgeting to be able to get good at it, okay? So don't get discouraged. Pace yourself and be patient with yourself, okay? All right, you guys, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me, and please leave some comments below. I want want to know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Are you more of a pen and pencil type of person when it comes to budgeting? Do you prefer both? Have you tried any of these apps, or do you recommend any other apps? Let me know in the comments. As always, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it below. And if you haven't checked out any of my other videos, I'll leave them below too, because I know you want to see them, okay? I'll see you guys here each and every Monday for money moves. I will see you guys next time. Bye. I need some theme music. Where my theme music at? Come on, Breeze. Gotta close it out with my baby. Say hi, Breezy. Say hi, Breezy boy. Say hi.